1. Only we can recruit billions of other family lovers and savers to outlaw private bribery of public leaders. Build enough factories to scrub regular rain, ending CO2 out of our air, and pump floods and ocean evaporation everywhere to save dying lakes, forests, farms, and people. Only our movement will destroy nuclear weapons, retire attack armies, and put Murder Incorporated out of business. All with our federal court lawsuits, clean new leader legislation, and your designed, negotiated, and ratified world treaty law. We'd better put in those World Rescue Communication minutes most days from now on, or your school kids won't graduate before looking up from their last bottle of water and can of beans, out the window at a blinding flash and giant fireball over downtown. Are you thinking, I don't believe this nut, and I couldn't make a bit of difference if I did? Well, you do know that every non-leader will remain corrupted, lost, and deadly without your grassroots internet revolution. Hardly begun with my angry, loving, planning, organizing speeches. You and I gotta go viral and explode billions of sleeping minds. Replace deadly with life-saving law. Fill hearts and boom everyone's spirit, purpose, energy, and power. All to outlaw, replace his stories, war and tyranny hell with your family, heavenly love expanded worldwide. Not by any impotent good karma, just your own biological, personal, social, benevolent care, survival action rules, exactly applied to infinitely improve world and national law. Thus you will save the human family, to in turn save yours. Total generosity? Sure, to save your ass. While you and your whole world of rescue each other friends communicate lawful love mere minutes a day to make your 16 family care hours hopeful for any future at all, keep everyone's faith and fire by saying, right here and now on our no longer doomed earth, hell no! Heaven, yes! Lakes and rivers worldwide are disappearing as 24-year drought only accelerates. Today's 49 wars explode, fed by World Murder Incorporated political leader bribery to buy their weapons with your money. Russian defeat in Ukraine would get Alexander Putin killed by his own intelligence and military unless he reverses Russian disaster by nuclear destroying the political, military, and civilian enemy, next triggering NATO invasion, then world nuclear war. America and the other 40 biggest weaponeer nations, long since government captured by the World War business, have zero leaders free, ethical, and motivated to challenge and end corporate rule with laws and programs for disarmament. Also, only our campaign can force irresponsible governments to gear up for giant new factory CO2 air removal that best case emissions reversal cannot even begin for centuries. Only your lawsuits and treaty will build new water sourcing and delivery necessary to save dying lakes, crops, and your municipal water supply. You never corrupt governments will require law and funds to irrigate dying forests before their dry death releases quintuple today's human emissions to make all regular rain and nearly all human beings vanish. I detail the rescues that general, not just specialist educated scientists and sadly lacking uncorrupted leaders should have 50 years ago. But better late than never. Today, our not-so-experts plan 25-year emissions control imagined to hold global warming down to another degree Celsius. All wrongly believe summer scorching, fires, storms, and slow ocean rise to be humanity's most major threats. 100% ignore already decades underway vanishing rain, rivers, lakes, and forests soon likely to kill not the 8 million they worry about, but all 8 billion. Dead without rain-nourished crops or lake-supplied running water, diminishing worldwide faster every day. While ignorant managers only ration water, soon entirely gone, without designing and building non-rain sources, economic crash and military paranoia will rapidly end nuclear weapon command and control. Even today, loudly, physically sabotaged by the desperate, crazy Russian dictator, generals, and their hate-filled, propagandized invader population. Ever since America promised world nuclear war to answer Russian tanks possibly invading Europe, the next big loser's H-bomb counterattack will surely end the world. I think that the same total war technology doomsday denouement across every galaxy explains our radio telescope's dead silence, as does astronomers' consensus history of millions of alien techno-civilizations' equally lawless abuse of universally mined uranium and fossil fuels. Each world was protectively sane until profitable death technology ended their couple of million years of women's family law love, suddenly followed by a few short millennia of patriarchs, utterly savage world military tyranny, culminating in a couple of centuries war explosion of TNT, industrial CO2 scorching rain gone, and finally 10,000 megatons blasting, burning, then nuclear winter freezing, everyone gone. Same technological killers, same refusal of responsible for their household-only citizens to make their family love rules also government law, causing totally universal boom and doom? Not quite. I tell the story of a rare love law-achieving survivor's visits to the latest nuclear bomb-flashing planet that so scared them. While I yammer on for hours longer than you might enjoy and appreciate, just keep listening for and planning your duty, no one else's, to press stunningly obvious rescues on leaders now in fatal to all charge of courts, legislatures, governments, and our money, who will only help save our world with your leadership to reverse their corrupt, proven fatal version. All I do is tell uncivilized, vicious, his story, and our lawful, loving, and sane alternatives to careless, corrupt anarchy. Your life or death, future choices. You do know the stupid, lawless bunch that your passive, heartless surrender leaves behind the wheel, don't you? I hammer common sense ethics and laws of family love that most nations' criminally ignored constitutions also order enforced on leadership they charged with forming peaceful, representative self-governments, not corporate crony-stolen military dictatorships. Exactly why your constitutional lawyers will win most human rescue lawsuits I write for you to file. Do it now or die. Then I tell a bunch of scary, true stories right out of radio and TV world news to fire you up. Love that is only kind wishes and good karma may bring a few smiles, but doesn't conquer squat. True human family love is thousands of hours of action to help and inspire your loved ones past mortal dangers to long, happy, safe lives. Ethics, rules, self-discipline, and active strategic attention to avert danger. Our help and inspiration of private families has always been our active love to win our longer, better lives. Actual biological laws that our thieving, warring, profit and hate-sickened leaders utterly savage, but only because we let them. Noble 100 weekly hour caretakers can't spare another 30 minutes to show the cruel clowns who's boss. Your laws against weapons, tyranny, bigotry, and theft that most of us fully enforce within our single biological legal families must be very fast instituted worldwide by your national government's domestic action and international treaty law. Supervised by you and 8 billion of your new family friends. Certainly not with a bit of help from corrupted, paid-off, totally blinded leaders until they are legally led to everyone's safety by you. Only then will your brilliant, crucial, active, to every crisis effective, legal, political love conquer not all crises, disasters, and premature death, but surely will save most now utterly doomed lives, starting and ending with your own dear family.